Women and men are bombarded every day with hundreds of sexualized images. Small waists, big boobs, and wide smiles set the beauty standards in the US as ideal characteristics of a woman. However, through all the muck of these objectifying images of what a female should be, Dove shuffled through the set of beauty standards and introduced a new type of marketing, advertising that women are more beautiful than they think they are. The Dove commercials have become a hit on YouTube. In the video, a woman walks into a room and without seeing the other person she is talking to, starts to describe her facial features. After the woman leaves, another woman, who had been talking to the first woman, comes in and describes what the first woman looked like. Afterwards, the first woman comes back and oohs and ahs over how beautiful she is in others' eyes compared to the ugly witch she described herself as. When the woman is describing herself, she is describing what she perceives as herself. This is often a reflection of what she believes others sees her as. Sociologists call this other the generalized other. The generalized other is the total expectations of others that a person has, whether or not they have actually met these other groups before. In layman terms, you feel judged to act a certain way by different groups of people, even if you have never or will never meet them. The generalized view of others then becomes a woman's perception of me, or what one imagines others to think of them. Your belief in who you are is directly linked to how you believe others think of you. Dove challenges the accuracy of this in their popular YouTube commercial. Though Dove's commercial seems empowering to women, behind the scenes, the Dove company is telling a much different story. Dove may advertise women becoming more confident about their natural looks, but their parent company, Unilever, tells a different story. Unilever not only owns Dove, but also created and sells the male product line Axe. Axe, unlike Dove, advertises with a much more patriarchal approach. Beautiful, skinny, long hair, girls throwing themselves at men. Is such hypocrisy within a single company something Unilever believes will go unnoticed? Many critics have already torn Dove apart, pointing out the capitalistic motives of corporation as the true goal of the ad, not women thinking that they are beautiful. Setting aside the obvious monetary incentive, the basic idea behind the ad was brilliant. In sociology, there is the concept of me. Dove tried to get women to reconstruct their idea of me by showing them how other people actually view them. Whether or not it was true, it is a different matter. Dove attempted to shift the self-concept of these women. By pointing out who they think they are compared to other views, the self-concept can change. If the generalized other views them as more beautiful, then their image of themselves will change. Critics point out the obvious ulterior motive for the ad, which is big earnings for the company. But does the ad actually have some benefit even beyond selling beauty products? If women actually take the ad seriously, could it have a beneficial psychological effect? Self-esteem or self-evaluation is a delicate thing. People can fall into depression or worse if their self-esteem is damaged. Could this ad actually be beneficial by building a woman's self-esteem? Or would the reality that it is all a marketing ploy retract the beneficial value? Business-wise, we believe their only motive is money. By creating this altruistic marketing theme that goes against marketing norms, Dove's creative marketing looks like an ally to women with low self-esteem. Women will be more likely to buy Dove products if they believe the company cares about them for more than just their wallet. In reality, low self-esteem sells products. Businesses like Unilever don't want to inflate women's confidence. They also don't want to be obvious about trying to decrease it. They just try to show there is room for more improvement, and luckily their product will help with that. This notion of influencing a woman's view of herself is just a small example of the hidden institution created by businesses. The complete control of the majority of the population in how, what, when, and where they buy products is a hidden power of major industries. Their hegemonic control creates cycles upon itself, which further strengthens a business's control on a given population. For example, in the beauty industry, a company markets a product that is supposed to fix an imperfection on a woman, which suggests a woman is not good enough in her natural form. Once a woman buys the product, new products come out for different areas of the body, or new and improved formulas for outdated products. Companies produce and women feel bad about themselves and buy the new products. Companies make money and then turn it around and make more new products to beauty oneself. This cycle becomes stronger and stronger because of the lowered confidence women feel about themselves before purchasing the new product. This low self-esteem may rise slightly with the purchase, but it doesn't return the same level it was before the new product was introduced, and she was unaware of the new imperfection she needed to worry about. Women become more and more dependent on companies to bring awareness to new areas of their body to worry about. This hegemonic control takes over the generalized other and changes the expectations of women to fit the needs of businesses and to buy more products. With recurring images of over-sexualized women in marketed products, men become accustomed to the idea that there are beautiful women everywhere and that a business-created definition of a beautiful is the expectation of what a woman should look like. These gender roles created by the repetition of what femininity should be are created by businesses to sell products. We seem doomed to follow this unavoidable circle of corporate dominance, but that is not the case. Sociologist Alan Johnson states in his article, Unraveling the Gender Knot, that social systems, such as the beauty industry, are fluid and can change as people's perspective of themselves change. If women decide they won't continue to purchase makeup, then the beauty industry loses its ability to influence the standards of the ideal woman. To break the cycle, women would have to stop purchasing beauty items. This may seem like a harsh reality, but drastic actions are necessary to break deep-rooted power structures of businesses. Without the funds from a population, businesses cease to exist. But most women want to wear blush and mascara. They want the bright lips and the soft skin. Beauty industries will continue to thrive as well as their underlying messages. What you can do as a consumer is be aware of their end goal. Dove's new advertisement does have an uplifting message, but the reality behind the camera is that the goal, like for all advertisements, is to make a profit. They will do anything and everything they can do to make money, even if that means they change the way a person views themselves. This was a Group 5 presentation by Gerardo Jerry Rodriguez, Emily Riso, Eric DeBlois, and Libby Victoria.